it's at, and I'm gonna say, look, man, to you people on stream, I have lost it. I've never let my hair grow this, and my mother's like, you have to cut your hair. My mother hates like, but I will say this. Sometimes I go, I wonder, because Budapest put us there. Okay, Budapest, Budapest, and that's La Femme. If you guys know La Femme, and we're on at a different time. Who knew? This is not recorded. This is live. We're on at 2:00 KMET, and I'm sorry, Jess. Who did we take over? Who was at 2:00 that someone's like, dude, who's this guy? He could be like, or she could be like, hoping that somebody else is on.
I believe this was an empty spot.
Well, an empty spot's not an empty spot. There was somebody there. Okay, because somebody's like, oh man, I was spending on that, not that. Who is this guy? This is me and Jess. Jess is in the studio. There you go, and we're live. But we're also streaming everywhere. And there you go. But we're not on Netflix, so what are you going to do? But anyway, for those listening, and I do sometimes forget until I'm in the area and I put on the radio and I go, oh, wow. But it's usually a recorded program. And so I go, but this is not recorded. This is live. And I'll prove it. August 6th, 2026. All right, now, really quick. We're on a different time. We used to be at 9 o'clock. So if you never listened at 9 o'clock or watched on air at 9 o'clock, well, you know, this happened at the other station. I told Jess about this. I'm going to take Jess off because he's not a part of this. This happened at the other station. They moved me, and I was like, okay. And we had fun with it, not going to lie. But I did not take account all the people that had to drive home. And we were against traffic at the time because we live in the LA area. And so when you drive in, and anyone listening or anyone that knows the area knows, when you drive into San Bernardino at a wrong time, you go, I'm stuck in traffic forever. Yeah. So it was a good time technically for us to drive in, get people from, like, we had some pretty big celebrities come into the studio. We had a studio at the time. We don't have a studio. This is in what we call the very noisy, because outside there's a door right there, and if you open it, you would hear the machine. I almost want you to open the machine, because I'm not going to lie, I have some things I can almost guarantee it's going to be loud over here. Can you open the door to let people hear and why we're so expensive? Because if you open that door, Jess, and you put the audio on, just hear what is behind Jess. Jess, go ahead and open the door. I give you permission. Open the door. You don't need to show it. Don't show it. But just open the door and let people hear how loud it is. Okay, this is why we say you don't understand. When Jess is on, he's on, but that mic will pick up everything when he opens that door. Okay, so here we go. Here's the door without being in what we call soundproof, which is why that carpet's on that. I don't know why they do that. Although when you think about it, you go, can I use? I wouldn't. It's disgusting. All right, Jess. How does it sound? Put it on.
It's actually not that bad.
Now, you're right. I don't hear anything. What happened? It used to, like, is the mic at a different setting? It's like, it's kind of weird.
I think I may. No, it's actually not that loud.
You figured out the settings, huh? How to minimize it. You are so smart. Just as smart.
Minimize background noise. It's actually not too bad. I mean, I remember when I first came here, it was louder. Now that you mention it, maybe they replaced something and it's a lot quieter now. But
even better. They're huge.
Yeah, it's this huge machine.
They're huge. And I think that the transmitter into the antenna, which you don't always have in other places. And it's really a cinder block. When you see, you go, that's a cinder block, or whatever you call it. But, yeah, and radio, I will say this. Man, I almost want to have the people from the other station, you know who we are, because we're friends with them on social. Who knew? They never comment, and they never say hi. I comment, and I says, oh, about that, because there's other stations everywhere that are saying we're going in, and I'll say this, you guys got to let it go about the AI. It's not AI. I could almost tell it's not AI. I almost want to see the AI and go, oh, well, that's not what you think, or it is what you think, because it's usually something that people are using as a word. You go, that's not AI, though. That's not AI. It has nothing to do with AI. It has everything to do with a computer program. And if you saw how we're set up, we have a computer program, and then we have a big control with buttons, and you go, oh, and then you have things running all the time. So you have to have electricity, you have to a bunch, and there you go. And it takes a lot to work that antenna. I don't know what it is. And somebody says it needs to be high up, that way it goes further. I go, oh, that makes sense. And you need to be able to transmit it. I used to work for a station where Jess would say, "Oh boy," because that was up in the woods where there was a cougar, a little cougar, not a female cougar, although it could be a female cougar. You never know. I can't do a cougar justice. And I'm like, I'm going to get eaten where I'm at. And if you saw where it's at, you would say, oh, no wonder. But it's on private property where they have access to... And even then, it's kind of like, I go, no wonder the signal didn't get out. Did you guys get your money back? Seriously. But this is at the other station. At the other station, I used to fuel up because they had a generator which created the electricity for what they send out. But they sent it out through... and I don't know how they wired that now that I think about it. But they sent it out from one location to another, and then they send out to the antenna, and the antenna sends out to everyone. Okay, I know it's more complicated than that, but I've seen people have their own antenna, and I go, ooh, but it's limited in area, and technically you're supposed to have authorization. I don't know what the minimum is or the maximum is, but you're supposed to have authorization for anything that goes over the air, right, with an antenna. So you go, because government can, technically, they own it. And I'm sure registrations like that. Jess, did you see the drone that chased the person and practically got the guy dead in Ukraine? Did you see that, Jess?
I unfortunately did see that.
Did you see that? It's I mean, if we air it, they'll probably say that's our content. How dare you?
Yeah, I saw the unedited version where it was not blurred out, and yeah, that is not how I would want to go out.
I'm not going to lie, Jess. I'm not going to lie. I was like, what? I mean, we're there with Minority Report. Remember how, and there's a whole other one, I should tag you in it, where the police in certain school districts are like, we're going to use a drone. Think Minority Report, okay? We're already there. We're already there. My mother doesn't get it, but she doesn't like that stuff. But if you get Minority Report, you go, we're right there. When you see it, you go, oh, they really do that. Yeah, remember the thing where they're like, we don't know what room they're in. Okay, well, let the little... and then they come out with their little legs, and then they crawl, and then they go under, because they can, because they're really thin. I'm starting to see cameras kind of take shape like that. You go, Minority Report had it, and there you go. So we're right there, Jess. But if that were you... Now, I do wonder, and for anyone that doesn't understand what we're talking about, how would you describe... And you got to think your radio and, pretend somebody cannot see it, or pretend you were blind. How do you describe to the you that is blind what you saw?
Honestly, I didn't even know it was a drone at first. I thought it was a bird that was just bothering him until it exploded. I was just, what's it doing?
Here's the problem. Say what you want to say, Jess. Say what you want to say.
No, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of warfare at all. I'm not a fan of people dying. I'm just not a fan. I'm also not a fan of just using drones like this. It's just wrong to me.
I'm glad you said that. Jess, I want you on air. You've been posting stuff on your Facebook, and I'm not going to lie. I almost need you going, why? Because you post some words on it. I just had a visual. Because I was thinking of some stuff that Jess posted, and he's like, but he uses a couple of words, and I go, do they know what you do? Do they know what you do? Because he posted something that I don't even want to know. But okay, let's go there really quick about the drone. The drone, okay, is those tiny little, and I know someone's going to say it. They go, those little things that your kid operates with a little RC? And I know they're more complicated than that. I got that. People use them for film. People use them for a lot of stuff. They have a little camera attached to it. Yay. Okay? This guy... Okay, you know how Amazon is starting to deliver, or they've been delivering with those things, and then they have a package, but then the box goes into the street because of the wind took it away. You go, oh no. So there are things that are going to happen, okay? There are things that are going to happen. So this little tiny, probably the size of like a pizza, medium-sized pizza. Imagine a medium-sized pizza bombing a individual and chasing him around a vehicle, and him thinking he could get around it. just, what is out right now or coming? Because you posted something, and I did see it. It does notify me every now and then, not every time. Wile E. Coyote would kind of know the drone, wouldn't he?
Oh, yes. If Wile E. Coyote was an actual true character in our world, that is probably a product he would use.
Because I'm not going to lie, I really thought the guy... I get it. The guy was something else. But at first, I thought I saw the remote control in his hand. And that would be Wile E. Coyote. They could put Wile E. Coyote... The guy survived. But if he didn't, oh my God. Oh my God. But they could do this anywhere. They're delivering to, like... Is this out? It's out. Did you see where they deliver to prisons, Jess?
Oh, yes. I've seen a few documentaries on how they get contraband within the prison walls. It's actually quite genius. I mean...
You're doing Wile E. Coyote! Don't do Wile E. Coyote!
I mean, not only have they used drones, but I've seen a couple documentaries where they use, like, pigeons and birds. So, anything is possible.
It is ingenious. It's funny that you said that, because you almost said it like Wile E. Coyote would. When he speaks. I don't like him speaking. I like it when he doesn't speak. He's so cute when he holds up the sign. Yes, no, maybe so. He is upset. What's that called coming, Jess?
You're talking about the Wile E. Coyote movie?
Yeah.
I think it's called Coyote versus Acme, I think. Because he's suing the company. He's all like, none of your products work. I keep getting hurt.
Jesse, you have the voice down. You're the kid of... If Wile E. Coyote had a kid, he would be him. Or not, or I know. That was cute. That was cute. I almost want to take that clip, and there you go. All right. What was I saying? So this thing, which Wile E. Coyote goes, it's malfunctioning. I really thought the guy was testing it, and it started to go, and it makes it sound... They're real loud. And then when it came down at him, you're like, it sounds like a bomb of Berlin. And because they would do that... It really did that to a person. I mean, imagine if that happened, and they think Russia did this to some person, and you go, well, maybe somebody got upset at the guy, and it's not even Russia. Maybe the guy's like, you didn't pay me, or you need to pay me, you know?
Have you ever flown a drone before?
I did once. Okay, there was a little tiny one. It was so tiny, and it was given to a kid. And I says, here, let me help you. And that thing took off, and I go, ah! We flew it like we didn't have a chance to because he got busy. But have you ever flown one? And they're teeny tiny to kind of medium size, and then kind of big, and then the ones that you see Army. That's a whole other. But evidently, people are attaching things to it. It can do a certain amount of weight, and then they bomb you. They bomb you. Oh, and the police are looking at it in certain areas. If there's a shooter situation, they go send in. So that's like, you have to picture, if you haven't seen, are they in Total Recall? I don't think they are. But in Minority Report with Tom Cruise, you go, those little devices do that. Yeah, they launch and they go. And they search for you. Now, I know in some of these, but man, you should watch the one that I saw where they're like in Vegas, I think, and there's this whole army of, things that do that. But here's the problem, and they're not understanding it. When these things, and you see these robots collapse, they fall, what they're not accounting for is when they malfunction, or whatever that word is. And when they malfunction and you attach... Like, okay, let's say it was that guy, okay? Because Wile E. Coyote, he knows every single time he tries to get that Roadrunner, let me test this, right? He tests it, and then it malfunctions, and then it goes after him. He goes, no. That would be him with the little button, red usually. What's the off? How come it's not working, right? And then it bombs him, and then he's, because this guy survived. You picture that, you're good to go.
I have a drone. I don't use it often, but... when I first started using it, it turned into a Wile E. Coyote situation where it backfired. And instead of, because I didn't understand like the controls, because it's just more than just straightforward back, left, right, because you're in like 3D space. So let's just say I had it come at me like 15 miles an hour or something straight towards my head.
Now imagine if you had a gun attached to it, or I know it's going to happen. Someone's going to say we didn't know it was going to do that. Yeah, they malfunction. They malfunction, and they get heavy. But I don't, and I go, oh, we're right there, because you know how. And I will say this. Okay, how much did that cost you, Jess? Is it one with like a camera or not?
Yes, it does have a camera. I think it was about $200 when I bought it.
Okay, so it's not the ones that are like 3,000, 4,000.
No, 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 no. This is an entry level one. I did not want an expensive one because I can guarantee you I would have broke it, and which I wanted a beginner one first so I know how to pilot it.
That's actually smart. That's smart. I like the ones where they attach your the goggles, and then you're like it. I have a whole story about that, especially if you attach a body to it and you go, "Ooh, I can go anywhere." Yeah, yeah, you could. It's really good for people that are. I don't know if they like it though. It's the transmission and the battery. That's the problem. It has to charge again and again. But you can technically go with me anywhere, and there you go. People that cannot move or cannot go anywhere, they love it. I don't know, like, if we did, like, would, no, too much? Nah, that makes sense. Anyway, there's an idea, but there you go. All right. Oh, Applebees is not on, but Applebees is awesome. There you go. All right, we're going to take a break. We got more. Boy, oh, boy. We're right there. Minority Report is a thing. And when you think about it, you go, oh. But when they malfunction or they collapse or they get spun around and it starts shooting you, you go, yeah, that happened. Well, there you go. All right, we'll take a break right after this. My God.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
Summer in the Inland Empire. You know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working cool before the heat hits. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
The Holiday Inn Express in Suites and Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. Off the road, you'll find a courteous, welcoming staff and spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen HD TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and fitness center and pool. The Holiday Inn Express in Suites and Banning, conveniently located off the I-10 near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500. That's 951-572-5500, or go online at hiebanning.com.
For all you truck and RV enthusiasts, TruckWorks right here in Banning is your one-stop shop for the best diesel performance and overall truck and RV needs. Whether you're towing, racing, off-road, or just cruising around town, TruckWorks specializes in truck and RV service, maintenance, repair, and performance upgrades for every light and medium-duty truck manufacturer. Bring it down to Terry and the guys at TruckWorks. Call 951-922-4776 or visit their website at mydieseldown.com today.
Hola mi gente, aquí para servirles somos La Michoacana Ice Cream Parlor. You scream ice cream, we all scream for ice cream. Here at La Michoacana we serve the biggest bananas place in town. The best milkshakes, smoothies, and paletas. La Michoacana is located on West Ramsey Street in Banning and on the Palm Plaza of 6th Street in Beaumont. We also serve acai bowls, fruit salads, corn on the cob, and our famous mouth-watering mango nada treat to cool you down. Y arriba Michoacán!
You're running out of letterhead. What do? Lithopass Printing. You need business cards. Now what? Lithopass Printing. Invitations to a wedding? Lithopass Printing in Banning is the answer. Lithopass Printing can provide banners, signs, and blueprints. Think of Lithopass Printing in Banning for quality graduation, birthday party, and baby shower invitations. Lithopass Printing also provides lamination, faxing, and photo prints. If you need it inked, make it Lithopass Printing. Lithopass Printing in Banning.
KMET 14. Look, I will say this. It's kind of going around. We're in the news, but are we? I'm going to say this. If this happened to us, we would not be in the news. I don't know how they do that. What hookup do they have? We don't have the hookup. Weird, huh? There's another radio station that they say, but it's all over the place. I really think they just need to say, look, they got fired, and they're looking for a job, and we're not hiring. We're not hiring. I get sent sometimes things. If you ever sent me something, hey, are you hiring? Guess what? The answer is no. No. Are they though, Jess? Because one time it was like, do you know anyone? And I'm like, ooh. And I wanted to, and then I felt like, and sometimes you ever get held back and you're like, I want to post, but something is telling me no. You ever get that, Jess?
Sometimes.
Yeah, and then Jess came on, and I'm like, oh, well, there you go. Because they were like, we need someone. All right, I don't know, but all right. So Jess is, man, I see that here. It's horrible. Jess wears it really well. I don't wear it really well. You could tell. I don't wear it well. Anyway, okay, so, but Minority Report, very important. Okay, we're there. And then when you see bots, oh, Jess, did you see the story? I almost don't want to say it because I may get it wrong. But it was something I saw, and I says, oh, I understand where that's going. Like all those movies where they have a woman, and then you go, why does it always go there? Because it always goes there. Whenever you have a woman as a machine, or whatever you want to call it, it's always going to go there. Did you see, and I think it was the East Coast, Jess, and I could be wrong, maybe you didn't see it, and they were going to have this teacher, as they say, bot, with AI, and then all of a sudden they says, no, forget it, we're not doing it. And I'm like, I could tell you what's going on there. And I don't even have one. You go, how much are they? So what do you think would happen if they did, and you never know, but they says, yeah, it's affiliated with that. Because now they're banning from other countries. What's up with the Roomba? I love what's up with that? What's it going to do at the end of the day? What are they saying, Jess?
I have no idea. Like, I kind of feel like you're talking about a movie, but if something happened in real life, I would like to know.
This is real life. This is how stupid it is, okay? This is how stupid it is. You really have to say it, okay? What is a Roomba going to do? You know how many people have a Roomba? They're like, no more. Is that because you want to manufacture? Are they going to fall apart? What's going on? You know? Is it patented? Is it not? What's going on? I think I'm not going to lie. When I see the price, I go, do you know what little part they actually do? It's not that much. Now when you see, like, if you've ever vacuumed a room and you have a little brush, you go, that hair is going to get clogged up. Yeah. So then they have ones with lasers and, like, I just have a theory on that. They're so cute. But in a way, you go, what is going on there, right? And then we have big news that I go, I don't even think a movie would put it there. Did the U.S. bail out Japan, or is that a fake thing? What happened, Jess?
Did we bail somebody out? I have no idea.
See, went away. Am I watching stories that are not real? Because I saw that. And then nothing. And I said to my mom, oh, Ma, this is going to be a problem. Maybe it's not a thing. And if you look at it, Jess, I don't know what news you're watching. And I feel like at least online, I have some news where I go, that makes sense. And then you go, is that what they're talking about? Yeah. You don't know. I really wish they were more online and see all the stuff that is said about them. Then they might make sense. Because I really think they are dealing with Iran, but it's a phishing scam. You know what I mean, Jess?
Gotcha.
Because they keep saying, no, we're dealing with them. And then they go, like Iran says, we're not dealing. We didn't agree to that. Like, who are you talking to? I think it's a phishing scam. I think it's a phishing scam. PHISHING. Although the other works too. It's a phishing scam. I think somebody's saying they're Iran. You ever get one of those letters or those texts that says, hey, they're fake. They're fake. This one's very present. I can almost guarantee they gave them money. Yeah, sure. And it's probably in Bitcoin, Jess. Cryptocurrency. Send us this. Like Apple. You know why people get, like, I think the White House, and they really need to put out there, I think they got phished, and somebody has a lot of money in Bitcoin from the White House. What do you think, Jess?
That would not surprise me. Crypto.
And how does the news, say what you want to say, Jess?
Well, I said crypto can be kind of a pain to track if it goes from, like, place to place to place.
It's funny that you say that. Although they did how did that happen with that woman that disappeared, right? Did you see that? One of them, like, pay me in Bitcoin. Well, maybe they put too much information. I don't really know. Anyway, the answer, okay? If you have, they've gone next level with Bitcoin, okay? And I don't know, can they trace that? I don't really know, because a lot of people are getting their money stolen, and then you see it and you go, But then you see those which are AI. My mother still doesn't know the difference. And I will say, sometimes news, they don't even know the difference. You go, that's fake. That's not real. So I don't really know. Trump loves AI. He's making AI all over the place. How come people know when he makes it, it's AI, but when other people make it, they don't know? Isn't that weird? That's weird. All right, Jess, what else?
There's a few things that are out and about right now. Have you seen how much Spider-Man has grossed in this 1 week period?
Okay, I'm going to say this really quick. There are people, shout out to you people on my Facebook. I don't comment a lot, but if I do, yeah, because I get stalked. There are stalkers that stalk me. How do I say this? Okay, say what you want to say, Jess.
No, just Spider-Man has grossed in like over $1 billion.
It's at that much already? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you didn't hear about? Yeah, it's grossed almost $1 billion. Maybe
Well, I said it. No one listens, but I said, go say what you want to say, Jess.
No, it's a good movie. If you've seen it, good job. Yeah, I just was not expecting that amount of money within just 1 week. Is crazy.
Sorry, I'm stuck on what you launched at the very end. Because I really don't let Jess speak. I let him speak, then he speaks, then he speaks, then he speaks. Then I go in a whole other direction. He goes, wait, what? Because he doesn't watch anything that I watch. I think if he watched some of the stuff, he would have an opinion there, and there, and there, especially there. And there you go. Because you go, ooh. Because we're right there with movies. All those movies, you're going to say, ooh, we're right there. Bots. Okay, bots. Jess, you don't even know.
When you were
Bots. There's one in New York or on the East Coast. Let me say this really quick before you come off. Just say what you want to say. Go ahead.
No, I thought you were talking about a movie when you started talking about AI robots. Because I was like, I just saw one yesterday. So I was just like, are you talking about that movie?
No, but you never know. So there's one, and you never know. Some of this footage, like, what's up with the UFO stuff? Is that real? Is it not real? What's going on? What's going on? Because AI, right? You really got, whoever's doing AI, you really got to stop that. Because people are like, that's real. It's not real. It was AI the whole time. Or it's a clip from a movie. You go, that was for a movie, you dummy. Oh, no wonder it looks real. You don't know. All right, say what you want to say, Jess.
Yeah, no, it's well, for some people, it's hard to determine what's AI and not. My mother, it's incredibly difficult. You can show her something, and she'll probably think it's real. So,
okay, you have that problem. Well, then we're the same. I thought I was alone. Because there are some that go, no, it's real. And then they show it to you. You go, that animal doesn't, and they'll be like, oh, I know. No, you don't. My mother shows me so many things that animals do, supposedly. You know the little ones where they talk? Those are not real. Animals don't talk. That's AI. And if you knew the program, you go, oh, I could do it. And then you do it. Like Facebook. Okay, I'll give you an example. Anybody that has Facebook, I don't know if you did this already, but it does this thing, and some people are upset about it. I get why. I've said it for a while. When they use a version of you in a program, you go, how do they have access to it? Because you gave them access. That program, like, it shows you, I don't know if you've done this, but on Facebook, for example, in your stories part, it'll say, I don't know if you do stories, maybe if you don't, I don't know how that goes, but it'll show you a picture of what it thinks is you. And you go, that's not me. It wasn't me. It wasn't even close. But I have fed AI versions of me. Now with the beard, it goes, I don't know who you are. No, it don't. It knows you, Jess, not gonna lie. But the answer is this. Once you give it, and you do it good, it gets it a lot. Okay, for example, do you have Oculus, Jess?
Yes.
Who gave them permission to do a version of you in that way and change it all the time? Have you logged in, Jess, and you see where it waves at you, and then you go, that's... Or you having... Or does yours do that, or no? Or is it hooked up to somebody else's name?
Currently my cousin is using it. I haven't used it in a while, but from last I remember, I'm like, you designed my little dude to look like me. But
but it changes it.
Does it?
It changes it. It made so many versions. I go, why? So in mine, I look pansy. And then it changes, like, you know how you put, like, okay, I want to wear that, I want to wear that, I want to wear that. Then it does something, I go, you're doing a weird pansy person. I look pansy. I don't want to be pansy. I'm a dude, right? Don't be pansy.
Better than what I do. I look like fat Jesus every time I try and make a little avatar. I'm just like, it just looks like Jesus, but chubby.
fat Jesus. You're so cute. I have a theory on that. Okay, Jess, what else is out? What else is out?
There's quite a bit that's out right now. I saw a movie. Have you ever seen The Wicker Man or heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Okay, so I've seen the movie. I think there were two versions, an older one, horror movies. That's when someone says, "Oh, have you seen the trailer for the Wicker Man thing?" So I'm just like, "Oh, they're remaking it." No, because my wife, she showed me a trailer for this thing called Wicker, and I figured, "Oh, it's a remake of the Wicker Man." I was dead wrong. It's based on like some kind of like love story, and not many movie trailers can take my words away and just be like, what did I just watch? But this is one.
And what's it called? I'm going to look it up and try to understand what you're saying. What's it called?
It's called Wicker.
Oh, and you thought it was based on Wicker Man?
Yes, because that's just where my brain went. And it has like Alexander Skarsgård as like a guy who's made of wicker. So it's a weird love story. I was not expecting something like that, but it had a lot of good actors in it. So I'm just like, it's like, should I watch it? Should I not? I don't know.
Oh, right. Okay, all right. 2026. Okay, that makes sense. Coming soon, October. Okay, Wicker, called Wicker. All right, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like it's getting the Hollywood, Variety, and all the rest talking. Huh?
I can guarantee you, if you were to watch the trailer, your jaw would drop.
I bet. I wonder. Huh. I have so many ideas right now. Okay, I'm going to say this really quick. Sorry. I do. Go check it out, Wicker. What's up with that guy and his face in Wicker? I
thought it was a horror movie. He's like, it's a dude that's made out of wicker, like a wicker chair material.
Is she a witch?
I don't know, and I'm afraid to find out.
Yeah. Okay, she a witch. It's obvious. She's like, I a witch. I do that. Or not. It's a comedy romance? Hour 45? Rated R? 2020? What? I know if I click on it, it's not. I just saw a picture and I go, oh, he looks like the Beast. Right? No?
Yeah. It's so weird. I don't even know how to explain it. It's so weird.
This is interesting. It has a little... It's going to go away. I can almost guarantee. Whenever I put it on the air, it goes, too much. It says, what people are saying. Let's look at what people are saying. Okay, not what I thought. It really should do what people say. It really could do that. Pop Sugar has a comment, but probably cannot. Oh, that's AI. That's AI. It's AI or over the guy... I see what you mean. Why would they do this? So, like a wicker chair, he looks like Wicker? That's the answer, Jess?
Yeah, from what I could take, it's some woman who has no one in her life, and some other person made a male out of wicker material.
Like Pinocchio.
Exactly. Just romanticized, I guess, a bit.
Well, it's a Sundance, so it was independent. Okay, we're good. All right. Anyway, I guarantee it's a version. You look at the technology, you go, okay. Because some stuff is coming out, and I go, ooh. Can I say a big shout out to this guy? Jorge Jimenez. Okay, Jorge Jimenez. Okay, and he's doing the new Bat. He draws it. Go look him up. Jess, go look him up right now. JORGE. I want him on the show. I really want him on the show. Jorge Jimenez. Someone say George. And technically where he's at, he's in an area you go, oh, wow. But his art, I'm not going to lie, I really like it. There's something about it. Someone say, well, about that. But he's doing something, I don't know what it is, but he's doing something, and his style, he's going to be the next guy. He's going to be the next guy. Jorge Jimenez. Okay? Go follow him. I follow him. He doesn't know I follow him. He doesn't watch. But, he accepted me as a friend. Awesome, Jorge. We're awesome. Okay, so I probably could get a message. Okay, you never know. Oh, he only has so many friends. Even better. I love you. You're awesome. Okay, I'm a fan. All right, and I think you would be too, Jess, because I think the story. I don't think he does the story, but he does the drawing, and you go keep him around. He's awesome. He's going to be the next guy. Some of his drawings, I'm like, But then you look at his early drawings, you go, ooh. So he has found it, and if he just stays there, he's good to go. Because he's doing something, you go, what is that? What is that? So that's all I'm going to say about that. Spain. It says he's in Spain, and you go, he's in Spain? How does that work? And he talks English. He went to a comic where they had some comics, and he showed up, and he signed stuff, which is good. And he took people, but he really needs to be on Twitch all the time. If he is on Twitch, he will be so big. And if he's single, he will find a woman right away. If he's not single, even better. Keep him around, because he is going to be big. Big. He could travel anywhere. He is awesome. He is awesome. That's all I'm going to say. Really awesome. So there you go. All right, Jess, what do you want to say?
Oh, I just remembered a movie that's going to come out next week. I don't know if it's going to be good. Don't know if it's going to be bad. But it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And the movie's called The End of Oak Street. Have you seen it?
I saw what I think you're talking about. And that's the story where you go, uh-oh. And there's a couple of them coming out. Something about Dog is another one. And I go, okay, what's going on there? What's it about?
From what I could tell from the trailer, it's about a neighborhood that just completely disappears, and it reappears in like this weird location, and there are dinosaurs.
They're dead.
Don't say that, then it's going to be like, wait.
They're dead. That's why things make sense when they make sense. You go, they're dead, and they have to figure it out because all of those things exist because that's what happens.
I hope not.
Yeah, they're dead. It's obvious. I know. It's always something else. Ewan McGregor and Hathaway, End of Oak Street. Somebody has, and I don't know if this is true, this person's like, I'm convinced it's a secret of another movie, and I'm pretty sure this is why.
We all do.
Shoot.
We all do. So it's produced by Bad Robot. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yeah, I have, actually.
So, yeah, they've been doing a lot of stuff. I think it was J.J. Abrams. That's his company. A lot of his movies have, like, secret connections.
Uh-huh.
And so there's a series of movies that he made, which was, the first one was called Cloverfield. I don't know if you remember that one.
That's what this person says. This person says on Yahoo, I'm convinced The End of Oak Street is a secret Cloverfield movie. And this is why I think that. Although it probably, you never know. Go ahead, Jess.
No, everyone's been suspecting because we never have Cloverfield 2. And it's pretty much, Netflix made a movie. It was called The Cloverfield Paradox. And it was all about like breaking a multiverse, and then like monsters from a different reality break into ours. And there's a few movies that are connected to it. It's pretty crazy. I can't remember the names exactly, but we've all been waiting for more Cloverfield type stuff.
I'm sorry, I had an idea really quick, but if you understand it, then you understand, all right? Because people say, I hallucinate. What if, I'm just throwing this out there, people say, what is reality? Okay, Jess, and I'm going to give you this, because some people have seen some things, they go, it's glitchy. It's a matrix. It's not working. I've seen some weird stuff without AI, okay? And you almost have to take a camera and say, have you ever seen, like, something stick and then get unstuck? I've seen it once. When I saw it, I go, that is the weirdest thing I just saw. It got stuck, and then it went on. Kind of like the Matrix movie, but you go, but it's not that. I mean, seriously. But what if reality, and we come into it, it was a game reality, and now we use it for what we call life, just to learn something? What if that was the thing, Jess?
Yeah, I would want some cheat codes. Other than that, I don't know.
That makes sense. Because in a way, when you see certain things, you go, what if that's because this reality was a game reality and it was fun? What if it was something really good and it didn't kill you? And it was awesome. That's why you see that there, and there. You never know. That's all I'm going to say. All right. What else, Jess?
That would be interesting. I mean, I'm not going to say I see stuff, but there are some weird things I have seen in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you want that out there, but I will say this. If you've ever seen a bird, my mother never sees it when it's there. She did see something at a supermarket. She goes, that was the weirdest thing I saw. Okay, well, I almost want you guys to literally not make it up, but literally say if you saw something, because I don't lie about this stuff. I don't lie. Okay, like there are people that have told me you would be surprised because I don't say who it is, and they say, "Oh, I saw a UFO. I have video of a UFO." Okay, somebody told me this, and I believe them because they don't lie. And that's proof. I go, ooh, unless it was a drone and they were working with it the whole time. You go, oh, you've been had. You don't even know. Although I have seen things in the sky a bunch, unless it was a convention of drone people and they're like, oh, we didn't know you saw us. Yeah, but it was high up. I go, how'd you get that high? All right, Jess, what else?
No, that actually would make sense. I've seen some drones, it's like some homemade drones from people, and they are massive. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the government would not allow them to fly around in the daylight. So I'm assuming that's why they would do it at night.
And that's if they know it. If they don't know it, they don't know it. But I will say that person, and it's all over the media. And when you see it, my mother's like, okay. And I go, no, Ma, you don't get it. They could do this to anyone. Imagine if a prison, like let's say the yard, wasn't where they drop off stuff for the person, but they want to get rid of the person. And they're in the yard, and that drone goes, and then attacks. And there's another prisoner. Oh, my God, right?
I take no credit for any of those little tips if you decide to go for it. So,
why would I do that? What?
Someone could be listening and be like, "Oh, he came up with a good idea."
Oh no, it's already out there. It's out. Look, what do you think happened? They're saying it's. I think it's a guy because you go, that guy has nothing in common with somebody else. And what they don't know, because they just, I don't know why they don't. You go pick up a drone and figure out how it works. You go, oh, they have to be around it. Yes. Unless they put that little homing thing. You know that there's a thing that you could put on you, and it was the smartest thing. This person came up with it, and he says, this is very smart. And I says, okay, let's go with it. He says, if I got lost at sea, and I have a device on me, okay, can I have it so that the drone is charged on land or on a boat? You never know, although it makes more sense on land. And then it comes to find me when I push a button. Wouldn't that be kind of cool, Jess?
I know there are some watches that has a function similar to that.
With a drone?
No, where it's like, say you're somewhere in the mountains, somewhere far away, and you need help. You push it, it'll contact the company, and the company will send people.
Now, see, wouldn't it be cool if it pushed it, and then it does find you and goes, he's here, just so you know, and I have proof, here you go. I think that would be awesome. I think I would sign up for that, especially if I were on a boat. And I think there's a lot of money there, because people go, I'm lost at sea. And then they push it, they find them, hello, we see you, don't worry about that. Okay, we'll be there. And they get lost. Why would they get, oh my God. But the drone can find you, because it's really good with home feature. I will say this, I was on one production. It still hasn't, I don't know what they're doing. But on this production, Jess, this guy had a drone, okay? And he flew it. He got paid to fly it. And he had it in this case. It was really nice. He put up, and he followed a car. And then they push a button, and it understands return home. Okay, so when you put that feature there, especially when, they should almost have it there when it's going to go bye-bye. Because sometimes the battery, it's like, you did not charge me up all the way. It should know, nope, I'm going home. You go, why is it not working? Because it needs to be home so it doesn't crash. Because they crash. Okay, they crash. And somebody's going to say, yeah, that crashed into me. Oh, and it cut me up. Oh, well, who's going to get that bill, right, Jess?
Right. I can probably, if they have something like that, would be actually kind of cool.
What?
No, just like if you have an emergency, like a local drone will come get you, or like.
That's what I just said, Jess.
I know, but like I'm pretty sure if it's like the watch thing that I'm thinking of, it's going to cost like 20,000 plus. It would be cool if it was a little bit more affordable.
You could do it for, I know someone's going to do it and go, yeah, that's my idea. I know, but that's what I'm saying. The guy that said it, he's going to be so mad at you. He goes, no, that's my idea. His idea is if he got lost at sea, he pushes the button on his watch or he enables something, and then it triggers a home. So he goes, oh, I'm going to find you no matter what, because I know home. Because it's really good with that. I don't know how it figures out home, but it figures out home. Because what they do is, when it does need to be charged, and you look at some of these videos, you go, oh, they go back to where they start. And they find it so easily, and then they land right there. You don't need to do anything. It knows how to program itself to find where it's at, like a pad. Like, kind of like your phone. If your phone had, and I know they got it, I know they could do it, they could do a thing where it just knows where home is at, and then it lands there, and there you go. Well, now I get poor little, I just thought about a little, I saw something, I said, they're so cute, but is that what flies are doing? Because when you think about it, flies are like, dude, I need to go there. What's going on? Because they kind of operate like a fly, right? Like if you keep a door closed and it goes, that's where my base is at. Oh, your lady or someone that's visiting you, they go, I didn't know that's what happens. Yeah, man, he needs to go home. He needs to charge. Oh, but if you put that on your phone, then you're good to go because they know how to find that. So I think that's a good way to find people. I think, in a way, don't charge that much. 20,000. I don't know why that came out of you. You could do it for as little as probably, like, let's see, the watch and the drone, the service. You could do a monthly of like $100. Maybe up to 100 to 200 to 300, 400. I can almost guarantee you no one in government's going to want that because they go, now everyone can find it. Yeah, about that. Don't be that person. All right, what else, Jess?
Yeah, I can just think about everyone and be like, yeah, I don't want them to track me, so just tons of drones flying around. I don't need it.
Well, about that, like, no one's reporting it really. They report it and then they report it kind of like, oh, and then they backpedal. The president visited, I know he's not here anymore, but he was over here. And they said, yeah, we had to lock some, or unless it's wrong. Is it wrong? They said some guy was casing something, and they had to lock him up days before he came. They go, yeah, imagine if he had a drone. Oh, no. And I tell you, man, how do you protect yourself from if someone wants to get you with the drone? Jess?
Well, first off, I'm thinking I would have like a whole fleet of people controlling drones watching the area.
Well, now that okay, thank you for say what you want to say, Jess.
No, I was just thinking, I was like, I don't even know. Like, how would you defend yourself against drones?
Like Matrix. Remember in Matrix? Say what you want to say, Jess.
No, I said I think they did that in a movie where they had killed the president with drones.
Because it exists. But these aren't the big army type. These are tiny little attach and explosive. There you go. And police are doing it. So I'm telling you, you don't want it. I'm just telling you. Because when they malfunction, they turn on you. You don't even know. Wile E. Knows. What's the name of that movie, Jess?
I believe it's called Wile E. Coyote versus Acme.
He is really not happy. That guy, that clip that you show.
Coyote
I cannot tell you to follow Jesse because Jesse doesn't allow. Go ahead, say what you want to say, Jess.
No, it says Coyote versus Acme.
Jess is funny when he's funny. You need to go on camera, Jess. Seriously. Have you seen some stations are closing their doors? We can close our doors. You won't even know because you know what? Social, thank God. All right, Jess, what else do you want to say?
Enjoy the weekend. I would like to see if there's anything that you're watching TV show wise.
I'm going to say my mother is so bored. We're watching, although I will say this, I have so many ideas now because of I Love Lucy on Tubi. And you think, what? Now watch it from the beginning all the way. And then you go, oh, because we watch the reruns. But the reruns all over the place. My mother still likes that. But I go, it's better to see which season it's in, what follows what, and how they got there. And if you understand production, there's a really good, it's really good. I know it sounds old, but you go, man, radio TV needs to look at it and go, that's how we used to do. And they say some things, you go, that was the thing? You go, yeah. And there's some ideas that go, man, we are so there because people need money. There were some ideas that they don't even know. When they said it, you go, oh. Because you go, that right there, I can almost take certain clips and go, this is how it applies to now. And they came out in the 50s. But you go, ooh. And I learned some stuff. Did you know Desi Liu owned a bunch of studio? Did you know that, Jess?
I did not know that.
Yeah, no one does. But when you look up, like you go, what? And there's a very little clip. It's on YouTube as well. I would click on it and say, I didn't know he had that. He has access to a helicopter. He flies the guy. It's an actor. But he plays like it's too much? I don't know. Anyway, he does it over an area, and you go, ooh. And you go, he had access to all that? Yeah, he had his name on that. He had him on a tower. Desi Liu. You would not know it. There was a guy on YouTube, and he goes, this used to be where they used to film it, and people used to come here. And they painted over it, the entrance. So I go, that could change? Yeah, that could change. So you never know. You never know. All right, what else do you want to say, Jess?
Desilu Productions, that hit, it brought back a memory. I remember that production company was popular because, one, they brought in Star Trek, all thanks to them, and I believe they also worked on Mission Impossible back in the 60s.
Are you kidding me?
Did you not know that?
Who does? Desilu is Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball.
Yeah.
It's their production company.
You can thank them for bringing Star Trek to the...
Did you know Star Trek's coming to Magic the Gathering, Jess?
I did not. To be honest, there are so many things coming into Magic the Gathering that Beyond Worlds or something like that. There's no limit to what they'll bring in.
So Desilu and Star Trek have a... How come Lucille Ball never made it on... Or tell me is she there? What happened? Did they help with the film? Wait, I'm so confused, Jess. What do you mean Desilu? No one knows that. I guarantee if I Google it, it goes, yeah, it happened. Yeah, right, AI.
Yeah, I can't remember the story. I remember watching a documentary about Star Trek, and it was talking about how Desilu Productions was the one that wanted to bring Star Trek to the television because a lot of people didn't want to do it. But they took the risk and did it. That's why I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. You should really go look at a documentary of it. It's pretty crazy.
Send it to me. I'm interested in that because I said to my mother, I says, you don't understand. You don't understand. Desilu did something that no one understands. But I had a little of it. And I had one fact wrong, so I'm sorry, and I might need to correct it. But in a way, they did everything ahead of time on stage. So a lot of those things you go, why? Because as a kid, I was like, so what, so what, so what? Because it's in black and white. So what? But I laugh when I laugh because she's funny when she's funny. Like Jerry Lewis, funny when he's funny. Young, not he got serious at some point. I go, kind of lost it in the end. But in a way, Lucy did something that no one understands. Now, the real one was Desi. But in my head, he's Ricky Ricardo. I mean, Ricky Ricardo, you know? But you go, Ricky Ricardo, and the daughter and the son of, sorry, I want to say Ricky, but of Desi and Lucy were actually, they put something on. It's on Tubi right now. Go watch it. And it is, look, this is how we see it. Go watch it. There is some stuff there you go, I didn't know they did that. I didn't know they did that. And I didn't know they did that. And I could say they had a home in the area, Jess. They had a couple homes, right? Yeah. Palm Springs. Okay, that's our audience. Anyway, I want to say, Jess, they have but you got to send that to me. Send it to me. I hope it's not fake. And that's all I'm going to say. Because Desilu, I don't know when they got rid of it. I don't know who owns it now. Actually, I may know who owns it now that I think about it. But anyway, they had a lot of space because they sold the rights. And even in this documentary, the daughter's like, you dummy! She didn't say you dummy, but she should have said it. You dummy! You guys, which were the advisors of Desilu Productions, in a way let go Lucy to the networks. And the networks made a lot of money on it for only like $5 million. It may have changed, maybe a little higher than that. And that's it. She goes, we make no money on that. Yeah. So there you go. All right, what else, Jess?
No, I love Tubi. I had my mom was watching it a couple days ago, and I recommended a movie from like 1945. She's like, "Wait, what?" It's like, why would I watch something? Because it was good.
It's funny that you said it. We just saw Paycheck with. We're out of time. Oh, we got to go. Make it a great day. Whatever you're. Yeah. All right, Jess is gone. We can talk now. All right, look. You may or may. I don't really know. Look, I mean, seriously, if internet was what internet is, I would have been really good there, and there. We would have had an after show where Kelly would have been like, I'm gone, bye. You would have said, wow. I know it's there, Ustream. Are we still there on Ustream? They get rid of it at some point, huh? The station, which I used to work at, I think they still have people there, yeah. But everything is automated now. Everything is automated, okay? And it's not hard. But I never thought about, but you know that stuff breaks down, so you need somebody to repair it. It's not that hard. And I have a question on how much they actually pay. You go, how much did they really save by getting rid of it? You know? Because I have a theory on that. I go, what were you really paying per hour? And how many hours? Because I have a question on that. Because everybody's going part-time. I literally met a nurse, a nurse, or maybe one of those other names. I don't really know. Or maybe she was learning. I don't really know. But she's like, I have multiple jobs. Why multiple jobs? That makes no sense. Nurses should be one, and that's it. Especially at this hospital. This was like a nice hospital. You go, why? Is it a stupid training program? Are they getting them in and then some? Because that doesn't make sense. You're a nurse, boom, you're there all the time. It's a pain in the butt. You almost don't want to be a nurse. You know how people are? Mean. See that guy? He did that judo thing on that person. Yeah, all right. Anyway, but there you go. That's the answer. There you go. Now, Jess. He makes sense when he makes sense. I don't know if he's watching, but I love that thing on Twitch. I want to be like, okay, I'm going to hand it over to you guys. Wouldn't that be cool? The problem with Twitch, I will say this, is, and all of the ones that say, we want video. And there's news, I didn't bring it up, about what? What? Is it wrong? I don't really know. What's with all these companies supposedly we're going to get by, and then government comes in and goes, I don't think so. What do they have that they're not saying? How can government even do that? And why? Do you want them to do that in your business? You go, that's my business, not your business, you dummy. You know? Yeah. What is that about? Is it because they have certain things that... Do they have investment in businesses that they don't say? They're like, you didn't have our permission. I don't get all that stuff. You go... And then that word, regulation, we regulate that. That I get, because safety, I get that. But then when they deregulate it, you go, now we allow everybody else to do it. Is it like a patent? You go, that person, patent. Okay. But then that patent runs out at some point. They go, yeah, everybody's going to have it at some point. So then when it runs out, yay, right? No, maybe so. They do run out. Or do they not? Because then they just wait for it to run out. Then they make it. That's why things get delayed. They go, we had it. It's because they wait on it. They know. They die at some point. I don't really know the words. Anyway. What I wanted to say is this. You guys are awesome. That's the answer. There you go. We money. And just finally saw it. Last week, I think I alluded to it. Or not, I don't really know. It says, we need money. And every time I say it, I go, why do I say that? I'll tell you why. And now Jess is like, dude, they just got rid of like a whole station. Made the news. I don't know how they make the news, and we don't. We're pretty big. Or not. Don't worry now. So that's the answer. We could be out of job. I think I said that. Didn't I say that? Well, here's the update. Stations all over the place are saying, I don't think so, I don't think so, and I don't think so. And I don't think so. There you go. Somebody said, or not, I don't really know. All right, look, the answer. If you had money, would you save a radio station? I say, why not? That makes sense. But there's got to be a... Like, and I don't... Does it, maybe they did it... Because people go, well, radio. I have an opinion on radio. And I've done it. People don't even understand. I put something there. Or not. You're right, I haven't. I've done it only on streaming. But, could I? Yes. Should I? Up there, you're very judgmental. Especially when it goes missing. Or they change it. That's radio. Radio is gone. Okay? It's gone. It's just gone. Radio's gone. Like right now, I'm not streaming on radio. Sorry, podcasting, radio, whatever you want to say. I'm not on radio right now. Okay? We were on radio a moment ago. Now we're not on the air. Yeah, we got moved. Let's see, what else? So radio. Do I say you should be on radio? Depends what you want. But you got to stream it. And if you want to, and you want to take the time, make it so it's good for Netflix or anything like that. You know? And get the hookup. And then, boom, everyone can see you. That's pretty, I like it. But then they go, well, you got to look a certain way. That makes sense. Because I have yet to see a radio figure it out. And I keep saying it to y'all. But I think we're at that point where I go, I told you. I don't know why you don't listen. I said it. Do it like it's for video, and you're good to go. Do it with a camera. There you go. I said it more than once. And everyone's like, I need a job. Yeah. Who's going to hire you? All right. Anyway, when I advise people, put your resume together. That's all I'm going to say. Write it down. Because sometimes people go, what did I do there? Well, you got to put a little more than what, Stuff that, in a way, they go, oh, we could hire that. Yeah, you never know. So that's the answer of the day. Any question? We're getting a message. It might be Jess. I don't really know. Let's see. Get off the air. I have something to tell you. Yeah, you never know. Let's see. He sent something. Okay, let's click on that. No. That's a real thing? That's real. He sent me information, and it does not want to go. Okay, it does want to go. How the actress in her studio helped bring... Oh, he reads a lot. I even know. This is on StarTrek.com. Part official. The journey on television was a long and arduous one, but the creator had help from a heroine. Oh, smart. It was Desilu called He and She. That's how they got Desilu. Weird, huh? I know somebody calls himself Desilu. They go, that's us. Yeah, but Desi, his name. Lou, her name. L-U. Get it? Smart. Weird name, though. I always had a problem with that when I was young. Desilu, what is that about? You almost want to call him Desilu, right? No? Desilu? All right, yeah, never mind. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, no wonder. How cute. Oh, this is cute. This is so cute. I'm going to show you. I don't know if it comes on camera. Look at this. Do you see that? It's out of... I'm trying to look at my nails. I'm going to paint them. I figure if women can do it, I could do it. So they really... Are you sure AI's not making... I'm going to have to read it. I'll read it later. It's not beyond that. I think they make stuff up and then you go, oh, that wasn't... Or if she were left, she goes, huh? No. No. I'm going to drink something you're not going to like. Coke. Love it. Do you drink the one? This is... They're going to change. All right. They're really good. Well, I'm laying... Okay. Musician. I'm going musician. That's the answer, okay? So if you see my nails, you go, oh, he's going musician. I am. I have a look. I know somebody... Or not, or I know. It's going to be on AI somewhere. People don't even recognize me. They don't know me. Oh, I get Letterman now. He's like, yeah, no, I know. He lost, I guarantee. Or not, or I know. All right, all I'm going to say is this. You. I don't know you. How about that? Let's see, what else? Twitch. Oh, love Twitch. Go Twitch. Awesome. There you go. What else? That's about it. All right, yeah. Radio. Okay, radio. Radio's gone. I know you think, no, radio. No. And I said it. Be on. I keep saying it. They say, where do you think it's going? All right, maybe they didn't say that, but they do sometimes say it to others, and I go, oh, I know where it's going. And I've said it, usually behind closed doors. And I usually recommend it, but people just don't listen. Some do. They go, yeah, I'm doing it. Then do more of it because it's going away. And then you are there. Okay? There you go. The radio. I will say this. My mother put on Lucille Ball on Free. They may change that name. You never know. But it was awesome. And I literally go, that's the show. Oh. Because as a kid, I saw it out of place. And if you grew up on Lucy, you go, a lot of that is still a thing. Sorry, I'm having a moment where I think somebody said that on radio once and I was listening in the car. We're not on radio anymore. But we are streaming, or whatever that's called, right? Video online. Isn't that weird how we're there and it's like just a thing? You know? I'm telling you it's going to happen at some point. They go, that's ours. You know? What else? Right? At what point did government say we control the airwaves? Right? Like, you have access to that? Yeah, it's right there. When did they say, oh no, we got to have that? That's ours now. That makes sense, everything you're doing. We got to have that. That's ours. We got to have that. That's ours. I guarantee when that happens. They say it's already happened, huh? With the internet? That's true. Let's see. What else? Isn't it weird, though? You have a couple things, you're good to go. That's radio. Radio, and then government. They go, you guys. Right? No, maybe so. License. That's what nobody understands. Whoever holds the license says, okay. But then that person dies, you go, who picks it up? That person. Then who has to maintain it? That person. And who does it? That person. Okay. Is anybody making money on radio? I know this is a radio. That's the problem. When there are no more radios in anything, you go, oh, that's right there. Which there is a theory, because I've said it to people. They go, huh? And I go, can I step into your vehicle and turn on the radio for you? Okay, that's a radio. Oh, is that what I do? Are you stupid? All right, so anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. It's in your car. It's in your vehicle. I did step into some vehicles, though. I wonder where did they do that? Because it was like buttons you go, huh? Right? I'm not going to say that. I'm not saying anything about tapes because tapes are gone. CDs. Do you have a CD? You have that vehicle? See? The new vehicles don't have that. They have connect it through your phone. Okay. You know, YouTube, right? No, maybe so. Those are cool. Those are cool. Radio. Radio is an antenna of metal hooked up, how I do not know, to a thing that's in your car. And then you get that. Yay. That's how advertisers go, right? Sorry, I'm having a moment. See, he did it right there. Public broadcasting. Public was something, but, you know, I didn't know they made money through government, I'm not going to lie, or a grant or whatever they do, or donation, or a combination of stuff. Well, radio's gone. That's the answer. So, but radio is to something else. It is 100%. Because you go, how did you get there? But now, okay, I have been asked that. And I go, well, it's different for everyone. It really is. It's different for everyone. You could do those ones where, well, that person. When you look at, like, back in the day, okay? Okay, for example, Lucy, okay? You say, yo, Lucy, question. Do you think radio's dead? She goes, no, we're still on radio over there. Because once you make it to, as they say, film, you know, we're big. But then TV was the thing where they go, is it going to be a thing? Is it going to be a thing? What's my line? Go watch it. Really good show. Really good show. YouTube. It's on YouTube. Go watch the one. Disney. Walt Disney makes a. Do you know What's My Line? It's a really horrible name when you think about it. You go, what's my line? Huh? But it's a show where the people have to figure out what you do for a living. Okay? Looking at you. They go, all right. And then they ask you so many questions. And then they have to guess. And he flips this thing. It's very smart, very smart. And I think it was supposed to be where the person takes the money if you don't guess what they do. $50 was the cap. Okay, $50. Which at the time, I don't really know. Who knows? I don't know if that was like I really don't know. Because I know, like, they go, well, that should be that on that. I have a theory on that because in Lucy, the numbers just don't match with what, like, you know, 50s. You know, about that. I don't really know. What else? So yeah, Lucy. Oh, so Lucy was told radio's going bye-bye. She goes, it is? Why? Right? Why? Especially then, because at what point did they start putting radios in every single... are there some vehicles that had no radios? I didn't even think of that. And all of a sudden I was like, why radio? It's music. In your car. Does everyone... I had one person say, you're boring. I'm listening to the news for information. My God. Because they want music on. What happened there? You know how expensive it is to run a music? Anything? It's a lot. How do people get big in it? Like with... It's streaming, right? YouTube. No, maybe so. I know people, but they're not really big anymore. They gotta wait. Why? I mean... Well, technically... They ding us. Even streaming dings us when you think about it. So really, everybody's kind of killing each other when you think about it. They really are. They really are. And then when the internet's gone, what? You don't know. You don't know. The internet could be gone. They go, no, it's there. Is it? You know? Government's like, that's us. Well, that's radio. Radio was like for everyone, and all of a sudden government. Or no, did it work the other way? How did it work? Who was the first person to have a radio? We used to be told, when you have radio... Like, okay, when there was an earthquake, we turn on the radio. Oh, good, they're live. Right? Turn on TV. We just had a shaker. Right? But radio is one of those where you didn't need a lot. You could operate on a battery or crank it. I have one. So if I do that and I'm looking for something important, will it be there? Will government allow it? Government doesn't control everything. They say they do, but do they? Especially ones that leak into other frequencies. You go, oh, I know that guy over there. Right? Is that why? You never know. Anyway, so that's all I'm going to say about that, okay? Because you never know. We're not radio anymore. We were a moment ago, now we're not. Who did we take? They say that, but they were streaming somebody before we got here. Well, we're at 2 o'clock now. It is hot. I'm not going to lie. I am hot. I know what's going to happen behind me. I forgot about that. All right, let's see what else. So, musician, what do you think? Because with this beard and with these nails, I want to paint them. My mother says no. What color should I paint them? I would do it. Or not. I have to cut it, though. Because sometimes where I go, my mom's like, you got to cut your... Or like, seriously. I go, nah, they allow it. It's weird. She's not used to it. And I'm not going to lie. I hate it. I don't know how you guys do this. Maybe it's an experiment. Maybe that's why I'm doing it. Because I hate it. I guarantee I shave. I look different all of a sudden. Or not, you never know. Because I feel authoritative when I have this beard. I feel like that. Right? With the hat. Kind of does it, right? The black. I'm that guy, right? No, maybe so. I know the guy's doing it every time. What else? Okay. So yeah, radio's gone. We're dead. And I said it, then boom, there it is. They always say, no, we'll bring it back. And I have a theory about who's listening, because they say, no, what? Like, if we were on that station, we'd have to work for free. That's number one. Number two, oh, really? They have money? No, they don't. You go, how do you get paid? You know? Because they say, oh, they're automating it. Well, yeah, to save money. It's obvious. How much did they pay? And that's what they save. And when it breaks down, they go, I'll figure it out. Not that hard. Machine. It's really a computer. Computer can do everything. And if you don't know it, there's a machine that can run a whole network. As long as you program it. So you have to program it. You put in everything. You get it. You program it. It's on repeat until the electricity goes out. Or the computer goes bye-bye. So that's going to happen. Then they're off the air. But when you look at how much you have to pay, I guarantee that station was really good because I guarantee the people were like nice because I could tell they're nice. They don't want to say what they want to say, which is it was going away anyway. We just want to tell you. Because you ever see that where you see pictures and you see a little, you don't see a lot? There's a reason. Because if you saw what was there, you'd be like, it's so old. But it is, it really is. They're almost like, no filming. No, they let you film, but you go, that's there? It's still there. It's old. It's old. What? I went to one in LA. They said, we're closing up. Do you want anything? So much stuff they had. So much stuff. And they had a room. I go, ooh, I know what this is for. And then they're like, oh, we're tearing it down. We're getting out of here. I go, oh. Because I think whoever charged them is like, well, you got to get out of here, man, or pay us. Because they don't have money. And it was one of those, like, we're trying to figure out. Like, I think they were, like, one of those, whenever they go non-profit or not-for-profit, you go, that's going to do it, man. It's going to do it. It's going to do it. And whenever someone says, I have a connection, yeah, okay. Sure. This is a test. This is a good test. Do you know what happens when you do a giveaway? Oh, that's a great idea. But do you know what happens? I didn't until someone says, you know, they could send, I don't know who that person is, but they come and they say, do you have a record of the people that you gave these away to? Oh, about that? And you can't make it up because they'll look. And then a fine. Did you know that? That's why you have to be careful with giveaways. Did you know that? Not so much online, but you can. And there you go with radio. That's why I say no. No, that's not allowed. That's not allowed. There are things I still have a theory on when I think they fake it. Calls. So it says, you know, we could get fined for that. Did they change it? Do the other stations know that? He got big on that. I loved it. Ryan's Roses. But how did you do it, Ryan? I have a question on that. There's a competition where I almost want to enter. But Ryan, are we at the same or not? I know what this beer you go. I can't hire you. I know. I'll shave. I had a dream once that I went to work for him. And I can see why. Because I go, ooh. And they go, oh, we'll go another way. Every time. I don't know why that is. Let's see. What else? All right. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. If you look at the picture at me on the left, bottom, that's me. This is me going, I lost it. I really think it's a roll. I think someone's going to say, Aaron. And then I'm going to say, you know how long it took me to get there? Well, I'm going to get shaven. And I'll be like, ooh. You ever get that where you're like, you finally go there and you go, I feel good. And then it grows out. I'm telling you, man, it's growing at a pace. I go, what is that about? Are we getting colder at some? See, it's not. It's hot. Makes no sense. My body's so backwards. Have you ever met someone that, what is the thing? Or not? Yeah. All right. Somebody told me they don't sweat. And I was like, you don't sweat? No. That's the weirdest thing. Then my mother goes, I don't sweat. I go, well, how do you know that I was told over there? Because I was like, I meet everybody that sweats. And then seriously ask them, I say, do you sweat? And they go, I don't. At all? No. And they don't sweat. You don't want to see it. They could be on a treadmill. What, somebody literally said that, and I go, I don't think you sweat. They sweat in certain areas. You think you don't sweat. Oh, there it is. There you go. All right, let's see what else. What else? Yeah. I guess that's it. I'm for hire. I don't know. Twitch. Want to be on Twitch. Twitch is really good. I don't know how you guys do that. Twitch. Now, see, on Twitch, this is the thing. They interact with people that are just like, all right, what else? As long as you're showing them something. I kind of get that. That's why they switch. That makes sense. Pictures. Oh, she's on. Awesome. Love you, Callie Gold. Callie Gold on Twitch. I love Callie. Callie is awesome. Callie, love you. Oh, Pizza Princess G. I love Pizza Princess G. She awesome. No, awesome, sirs. They don't even know I'm there. They don't. I'm discovering people left and right, and I go, oh, you're right there. Twitch. That's a good question. Should people on Twitch be on radio? Why? You already have it. You're already everywhere. You're everywhere. Why would you want to do that? No. Now, do people from radio want to be on Twitch? Yes. 100%. 100%. But you have to be careful what you do. Still remember, even though you can say things that you should say ever and ever, you should remember to just always be ready for something big. Is everything going away now? Oh, man, there are going to be so many people looking for a job. So many people. So many people. So many. All right, let's see what else. I kind of feel that. I don't know. I get little information, and then you put it together, and unless somebody tells me different, I go with it. I run with it. I go, oh, there it is. So I do really simple. And if I don't say something, I go, maybe there's something happening. Maybe something's changing, but it's gone. Bye-bye. Gone. Bye-bye. Bye. Gone. No longer. Which is weird when you think about it. I go, I came in towards the end. Yeah, I know. Huh. You know, they have a whole, you could get like, you don't know it? Yeah, there's a school that, and I wanted, maybe that's why, you never know. You ever get held back and you go, I wanted to go there, but something held me back. Maybe that's why. I'm like, that'd be kind of cool. It was only 10,000. Yeah, for like a, they go, we can put you in radio. No. Oh, wow, man, about that. It says, do a test. I said, okay, testing, 1, 2, 3. Go, okay. And it was a spiel just to get me there. And then at the end, they're like, okay. And I'm like, how much? And they go, well, about that. Huntington Beach. And then I meet Pauline. And Pauline, no, I used to go there. You're kidding me. And I went back years later. This is funny. I could have given you, yeah. Anyway. Are they there? It was in Huntington Beach. It was really kind of cool. They go, well, this person, that person, that person, that person. They basically have the stuff, and then they teach you how to be on radio. What's right there, technically. Yeah, I don't think it counts. Does it count? Do they? Because they're getting federal funding at some point. Yeah, they go, well, if you fill out this application, I don't have money. You know? Could I have saved that money or gone it on Twitch? Yeah. You know how many people are making money on Twitch? 100%. I know YouTube. You go, we could do it on YouTube. You could do it on YouTube and Twitch. But do them separate. There's a reason I just don't know. Because Twitch goes, and it's really the thing where you go, why would they pay to watch? I think they got stuck. I'm not going to lie. I think they got stuck. Or they got a credit somehow, and then they just got stuck. I don't understand it. But people are making a lot of money. You look at it, you go, how many subscribers do you have? Times, I think it's $3 to $5 to subscribe, right? Yeah, okay. So they subscribe to this channel. Okay, here is the great thing about Twitch. When you watch for a long time, this is where I don't understand it. I knew it. So they're going to say, oh, that's how you launder money. Yeah, about that. I kind of see it. I don't think the creators do that. They don't do that. But I could kind of see that. You never know. That guy would be kind of that guy. Is that what's happening? I have a question on that. Launder. Are you sure? Because some of the stuff you go, is it made up when I'm seeing? Because some of the stuff I go, oh, wow, that's the thing. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? Now, see, okay, on radio, I say anything, you could use it against me. I say anything on radio, it could be used against me. And I say anything on, I'm stuck on. All right, never mind. I guess anything that I say could be used against me. Because of who? But let's say I'm not on radio. Can I then say? Do I still get locked up? Why is that a thing? We're not in Russia. You know they do that in Russia. Why are we like Russia? That makes no sense. Makes no sense. I never used to talk so much before I did radio. Yeah. Let's see what else. What else? All right. Anyway, radio's gone. I knew it. Glad I didn't pay for that course. That was $10,000. Then I met Paul Lane. He goes, I did that. He got invited back. That's why. And then I was there. I'm like, you guys don't even know I was here looking for her. And now he's kind of like, this is funny. I went with him. They didn't ask me anything. They didn't know what I do. They just thought I was on a show. And I'm like, I could teach you guys stuff. You don't even know. Because they really need to do that. How do we do radio and then some? Yeah. Radio, TV, and online. You get that. You get everything. It's really YouTube. Yeah, YouTube can technically... They just don't know radio. They don't know how that works. And they don't television. Because they go, it's a camera. It's not that hard. But do you know how to run a television? They go, it's not that hard. It's a computer. And then it's radio. You don't know. Wouldn't it be cool if YouTube bought radio? They could do it. They could do it. What? They have a lot of money. Google. They could do it. Why when I say Google buy radio, it goes weird. But when I say YouTube, it makes sense. It's the thing. But you got to remember federal. You're still under federal no matter what. So you cannot cuss. You cannot cuss. You cannot cuss. What? You know he's saying the S-bomb. You know he... Why don't they fine him for that? Whenever he cusses, he should be fined. And I get that now. I get where you guys get that from. But no, really, seriously. No, really. Let's say we broadcast him speaking live. And he cusses... Well, he said S a lot. Then you send him the bill, right? I know we have a dumb button of delay, but whatever. Send it to him. Or send it ahead of time. We're going to find you. How dare you? That'd be fun as I'll get out. Let's see. What else? I don't really know. Remember the nipple? I know I said it. Oh my god. Remember? Do you remember that? I saw it go. Remember that? Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson. The nipple, was it a nipple? Was it planned or was it not? Too much! Or was it... They got fined, right? Yeah, delay. Let's see what else. Well, anyway, that's it. I really think we could do a show while we are on radio. That's what happened, okay? Lucy. Go watch Lucy, and you'll get idea after idea after idea after idea. And all you have to say is, although it was comedy, you have to put on the captions, because there's a lot of words I miss when I don't have captions on Lucy. And I go, that's what they said. Or that's not what they said. I know what they meant. But when you know, I almost need to put, I guess if I put some people onto Lucy and say, we're going to watch this one, this one, this one. What do we learn? What can we do? And there you go. They go, why are we watching this? It's a lesson. They really should do it. I think people get smart in the industry going, oh, like Desilu and Trek. Is that true or not? I don't really know. They do those things. I go, how? But I will say this. There is something on Tubi, and you need to see it. Okay, you probably won't watch it, but you should. If it's on Tubi, watch it. And it's this, it's really a clip that I think, I saw on YouTube first. And you go, why do they do it that way? It's because they were really hurting. They didn't know why. Okay, they bought a whole studio. They sold the rights of Lucy. And then they're like, we have to make sense to the advertiser, which is Westinghouse. But they don't bring Westinghouse. They bring an actor who plays, he's the Westinghouse guy. But then they almost say it there, and I go, oh, there's your problem right there. I could have advised you. They dealt with a dealer of Westinghouse. Okay, here's the problem. Toyota and all of these, okay? Even I get confused on this. When you go to Toyota, all right, Toyota's Toyota. A dealership is the guy who has access to Toyota, but that's it. So he has only so much money. He's not Toyota money. The dealership does what they do when they do. and they do what they do. All right, and there you go. But they make money on each card they sell, and really, it's really the finance, right? They double dip that, or they don't double dip that. How do they make money? Because the person told me goes, "I'll make so much on that." I'm going to need to start selling cars at the rate I'm going. I guess I'm not pretty sure I can. But the answer is, do you want to go to Toyota and get your car, or do you want to go to a dealership and get your car? Okay. Well, there you go. There's your answer. Right? They say, no, you got to go to a dealership. Because they want those people to sell, even, right? Tesla's right there. Tesla does their own thing. Do they have, I know there's a, yeah, got an opinion on that. When they sell others, no wonder. Then they get used, right? That's what they say they make the money. And I get that. They go, I bought it for that. Ah, I sold it for that. You never know. And you're stuck. Mm-hmm. But that's radio. Radio, for some reason, although it's pretty awesome when you're on it, and when you broadcast on it, and it's really what you do with it eventually. Like TV, I'll give you an example. TV could be gone all of a sudden. I actually know people in TV. Thank God for my uncle. He says, oh, this cameraman used to work for a station. Maybe I shouldn't say the station. And he goes, he's not working there anymore. He's retired. No way, Jose. I had so many questions for that guy. I went to his home, and I saw things. I go, huh, interesting. And that's it. And I really was like, because I think Jose Luis was trying to say he could do some stuff for us. He goes, yeah, sure. Nothing. I don't know why that's the thing. I always have connection to something big, and then nothing. Life. What are you going to do? What else? Did you know Ricky? I'm sorry. I know Desi and Lucy at the end are in a pool with a little. They're in a pool, and she touches his head like, I miss you, you dummy. Desi Arnett. Ricky Ricardo. I know, you're like, who's Desi? Who's Lucy? I love Lucy, the show, black and white. If you haven't seen it, go see it on Tubi, because you see it the way, unless they messed it up, I don't know. But my mother watches it from season 1 to season 2 to season 3, and watch how many episodes you go, oh, that makes sense. And when you think about it, they should be making a lot of money, even on Tubi. What? It's true. I was in the car with somebody. He's a producer. He is. He really is. And he produced this really small thing. It was on Amazon. And I saw his check. He goes, weird. He left it there on the dashboard. Like, oh, I got to deposit that. $20,000. $20,000. And he was like, oh. I'm like, is that why I went? Because I was like, why am I here? $20,000 on a show that's on Amazon because of ads. So those people, when you go, that's the stupidest show I ever saw. Well, they still make money on it. He goes, I didn't even know people watch this on Amazon. I mean, I don't know how many years or how many months it was up till he got that $20,000. But you go, so he went, deposit, there you go. But the way he just casually put that check on his dashboard, I'm like, you could fly away, dude. There was a little air that got in. I go, oh, you know, and then he went and deposited it. I don't know. He had some other checks, I guess, residual from somewhere, and he's like always making money. No wonder. You really got to count, because at some point you go, I spent too much. Yeah, no wonder you act that way. It's not even a good show. It really isn't. All right, let's see what else. All right, I guess that's it. Yeah. Radio. It's gone, man. It is gone. I know you're thinking, why are you talking radio? Because I get asked all the time, should I be on radio? Are you going to have a camera with you? Then yes, you should be on radio. Well, I've been on radio. But if you have a camera, you're good to go. And do Twitch. Something about Twitch. Something about Twitch and live. Like up to, then you do it. And then you're good to go. Twitch is good to go. I knew I had it. But I had a little laptop that I had with me. And then sometimes it would go, oh, what am I going to do? And the internet was, you know, what are you going to do? And I did it. And I did it at, you know, a place. And then I had a celebrity come on. She's a musician, you know, young. And then she's like, I'm here with Aaron, you know. And you see like 3 people watching. And you're like, all right. And that's Twitch. Twitch is that way. But I think they've had their numbers. Because I have proof almost. They've had their numbers. Okay, good to know. But they've had their numbers. That way they get seen. Premiered. And there you go. What? It's the thing. I can guarantee you they pad the numbers. But subscriptions, I do have a theory on that. I think that's family going, I'll go ahead and support you. And and it's kind of smart to think about it. They go, so what they do on Twitch is so smart. I don't know if we can get money, but I really want that money because I need money. And they go, and it's very simple. It's very simple. And I will show you the business of radio, even though I think it's going away. But if you have an idea and you can make it where it doesn't go away, that would be better. Because they say stuff on social. You can get paid, right now, Twitch. And you say, look, this is radio, okay? This is what I do. This is how I do. This is what I do. Then you might get with people that go, oh, I didn't know that. Always somebody else to benefit. Huh? Why is that a thing? But in the meantime, you turn on your subscribe thing. Look, there's a follow and there's a subscribe. I don't have money. I cannot subscribe. I don't subscribe. I do not give money. Do. And I don't like to link my account to Amazon because Amazon gets fished all the time. People, I can almost say right now, have either, like, do you know what fish is? Not fish like I fish for you. Those kind of the same thing. I get that now. Why they call it PH. Fish. Okay, when you get fished, that is something that is, they try to get your account, your information, or your money. That's the answer. And if you correspond with them, they go kind of weird. There's this lady, so funny on Twitch, so funny. And she puts them on her show on Twitch. They do cuss, it is true. And she keeps them going and going and going and going and going. And I think she has a connection to maybe she really needs to get connected to all the, I forgot her name, not gonna lie. I cannot put it on radio. There's no way. I'd have to bleep every other. And there's a problem with bleep, I think, when you go bleep, 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 bleep. That's how, right? No, maybe so? Right? Too much? Yeah. All of a sudden, everybody. Satellite, is it a thing? Well, that's subscription, right? You're like, I have it for the first, and that's it. I wonder about that. I think they pad the numbers. From what I have seen in the industry, everybody pads the numbers. Everybody pads the numbers. They go, how do you prove it? They go, we have that. How do they prove it? I don't really know. We go, we monitor it. We got sent. Did we connect it? We got sent a thing, right? Have we checked it? I have a theory on that as well. Nielsen. I met somebody from Nielsen. I said, hey, by the way. He goes, well, it's actually that. I go, I knew it. It's so that generality of a generality of a generality. I knew. Because we, way back in the day, and actually, have you ever, they say you're not supposed to say? Never mind. Have you ever got sent something in the mail where it says, hey, we want your opinion on what you watch, when you watch, and how you watch? I knew I should have filled it out. They gave us $1. I go, they pay ahead of time? Wow. A little buck. What? Anyway, I think I took a picture and go, oh, smart. But I didn't fill it out because I go, oh, I'm glad I didn't. Because in a way, you go, oh, that's you, Patty, and you. But don't I, because I listen? Not really, I don't. Because I'm not in the area. Now, if I were in the area, would I listen? No, not really, no. So I guess that would be, but I didn't fill it out, thank God. But they gave us $1. I was like, I'm about a real cash $1 in the mail. We value your time. I appreciate you. How about that? Like, who took the time to put that $1 in? I'm sorry. It's because I do radio. That's why. Because, Lucy gets in trouble so much. How come nobody goes at her when she does it? She's like, there are some that are on there, and I go, by today's standards, you can't even bargain. I mean, is that why? Does someone get upset? No wonder I went missing. That kind of makes sense. There was a time where I go, or I got busy. You never know. And you think somebody did just pretty. You go, no, they were still on there. Oh, but there are some episodes I can see why they don't show them. Because you go, or they do, and you go, that's allowed. But you go, it was a different time. What do you want? It was a different time. Okay, what else? Star Trek. That one blew my mind. I see the article. I go, oh, some of that makes sense. I think I've seen it or heard of it, but I probably didn't believe it because I didn't know they had a whole studio. Yeah, Desi. I know it sounds like they do, huh? The way we just said it. Desi, Ricky Ricardo, Lucille Ball, the guy who plays her husband, which is her husband. I didn't even know they were married that long before they did the show. They were married for a long time before they did the show. I really thought they were dating and then they got married. I'm sorry, I'm not a person. They were married, because they started the show in the 50s. They got married in the 40s. And then they hid it. Who knew, right? And I didn't even know he was a thing on camera. He was. It's weird. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I knew she was because I remember when I was young and we started but she's just not Lucy. And there's a couple you go, oh, she's going to get there. And then, boom, she's there. You go, and that's all I'm going to say. But they started the show and you go, ooh, 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 ooh. Because production, you go, how do you go? And they even said, they go, she used to be, this is the funniest thing. She used to be a Leo, and then all of a sudden, years later, she owns the whole thing. Oh, yeah, she was funny. No, it was. I really thought it was him and her. I really thought he was the smart and she was the smart. And they figured it out. Yep, there you go. And then people learn from them. Because I think you could take a course on what they did behind the scenes and what they have to do when they do. Because I have seen it firsthand. These people are just not famous. Do you know Pauline? He pretty big on social. He is. Thank God he does social. Let's see what else. All right. Social. Pretty big. Anyway, you big on social? You big everywhere. That's the answer. You big on radio. You be big on television. Oh, thank you. I needed that. Good idea. Such a good idea. I'm going to credit you one day. The answer, international. They're still big everywhere else. You forgot about that. Just because it's not big here, there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and there, doesn't mean it's not big around the world. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I watch some of y'all from other. Are they? Because they put a lot of. Or is that a television person that goes there, or a person wants from theater into that? Theater makes sense of radio. I don't know why. I know it sounds boring, but when you think about it, what? There's nothing out. You could try it again and again on radio. Theater. They make no money, huh? I get that in a way. But when you think about it, don't do a theater. Do it on radio. And don't do camera. Camera just ruins it. You know, okay. I love you guys, even though I think you're going to get in trouble. You never know. I love you guys who do comics on YouTube. Not gonna lie, I love that. I do listen. I do. They're gonna go missing at some point, but whatever. Because they do this fan thing, but it's very smart. Because there are a couple I'm like, could you just do that and get permission and then do it? But not DC. DC's like, that's us. How about that? And not Marvel. Yeah. But do it with the like Image. I think Image. If you pitch them, you go, we could do the voices for how do you want them like, and then just do it for them. And don't worry about the pay. Say, oh, YouTube pays us. And they go, really? Yeah. Oh, all right. Then I give you permission for that. And then they use it, and then they figure out how to pay you. Because they need money. Yep. Money. I'm sorry, I'm looking at Footy Fetish. I know, but if you watch on... They're on Facebook. They're probably going to have a channel when you think about it. Footy Fetish. It would be called Footy, not Fetish. I think Fetish... Right? No, maybe so. I wouldn't call it. He did something. It's called the Blue Cookie Monster Sweet Rolled Ice Cream Waffle Cone. Like Cold Stone Creamery. How do they make that cold? I want that. I go, put that in the room. Throw me the air. And do I want... Right? And how much to generate that? That's all I want. That's all I want. How much to generate? I need to get behind Cold Stone Creamery. Cookie in... I will get rid of that little waffle. I kind of get where you're going with that, though. Oh, you know, I kind of get that. I did it right, finally. Footy Fetish on social media. Love you guys. They're really big. You go, who? Footy Fetish. It just shows up. I am following you, better. They got 12 million followers on Facebook. Okay. Could they be on radio? No. And you never... They can check it out. They probably have money for that. Yeah. Oh. Blue Cookie Monster Sweet Rolled Ice Cream Waffle Cone. Awesome. And what they call it kills it. I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. In a sweet waffle. In a sweet waffle. I don't know. I know they have it. They could probably change it. They probably change it. Don't do it like in the But man, do they have it? They have that blue. I'm sure you got it. They call it Cookie Monster. Sweet rolled ice cream waffle. I'm really trying, but it really looks... Go look at it, Footy Fetish. They just posted 11 minutes ago. How many views they get? 12 million subscribers. Sorry, not subscribers. follow. I really hate you guys, and everywhere we're going, we're gonna make money on you. That way, you get the official checkbook. You used to do it because it was the right thing. Now you're charging everyone for it. At some point, they're gonna say enough. Enough. I don't know how I got a lot of followers on my profile that I actually tried not to publicize. I don't know how that happened. What else? Sorry, baby. Very smart. Let's see. What else? 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 Did that? Oh, come on, go check that out. All right, let's see. What else? You guys are awesome. That's all I'm going to say. I really want to be on Twitch, but I think I'd have to be separately on Twitch because I don't think it works with what we're doing. Let me see. People talk all the time. You know why I leave it on? I leave on Twitch. I think I said this. Okay, I leave on Twitch, and the great thing about Twitch, some of them, not all of them, they put it to another person that's live, and some of them are so smart, almost like radio. They're almost ready for radio, and they go, "Oh, I'm throwing you over to," and then the person goes, "Thank you so much for throwing them over to me. If you're new here, I do this and I do that, and there you go." And then they go back to what they're doing. I go, "You guys are radio people. You don't even know." TV people, really, when you think about it, they could dress any which way. Let's see what else. Twitch. I have a theory about y'all. Why did Trump do that with TikTok? I get the whole China thing, but seriously, let it go. Let it go. That's Russia. Russia bans. Asia bans too, right? Yeah, okay. Maybe that's why. Korea. Did they ban or no? They ban, right? No? Maybe, they let it go? No way. Cuba? Yeah. No, maybe so. Got a theory on you. Let's see. What else? We should work together, shouldn't we? You know, we're... No? Maybe so? Too much? All right. This thing is ready to go. Oh my god, they have it. Why does it always have it when I'm on the air? Or am I? No, I'm on streaming. How do I say that one? I don't know. Was I on the air? Yes, radio. And you could technically take this feed. You have to get permission. I can see them doing it though. And you could put it. That's how easy it is for television. You know? Yeah, all of you that are streaming could be put on television right away. Did you know that? It's just taking... They make it complicated. The smart one will get it. You could... What? It's not hard. Licensing. On what? On what? It's not hard. You just got to get permission. I know, because they don't know. You screen capture it. That's it. I can do it right now of TV. But again, so on YouTube, no. That's why I say Twitch is good to go. I don't know what you guys do, but I want it. They do this thing, and I don't know how you guys do it. How do you do it where you watch a show live? This is what... And people have time. And they subscribe to be part of something. It's I know there's men that make money. I know there is. But I saw this woman, and I saw her follower count. So she's making money that way. Not a lot. I can almost guarantee it. Oh, no. I could be wrong. I don't think it's working. I think the way Twitch said... I don't... Okay, I will say this. Did Amazon buy Twitch... How much did they buy it for? That's number one. Because I know when they bought it about. But did Twitch start off... And then it got like, uh-oh, what do we do? And they go, uh-oh. Oh, there you go. I don't think the guy that they say is the Twitch guy is the guy. I think whoever started Twitch, you go, that person. And then, it's like MySpace. Everybody's about MySpace, right? Unless you get your account the way it was. Right? I would be really cool to have my account. And then, of course, how do you give our information? And I want to be able to, like, log in. Boom, there you go. And then update. Go, aha! Right, and all my people back as though it were... They could do it, right? No? I like the new world. I did. Then they make you go over to it. Because that's your stuff, right? Talk about Blast of the Past. That was you? Yeah! That's how I met you? Yeah! You're that person? No! MySpace. Who knew Facebook when MySpace was out? Facebook was going to be the thing. Is it? No? Is it going away? The young are like, Facebook is old. But they're on Facebook. No? Maybe so? I guarantee they're going to be on Facebook. Facebook's going to keep it. Meta. Is it proper to say Facebook or Meta? Okay, if you say Meta, people... Oh, yeah, I know Meta. Over there. Over there. Facebook. Will it go the way of MySpace? Radio is MySpace. Yeah, that's all I need to say. When they say, "Oh, we're going to save it," no. What's your minimum in order to keep it alive? You get that, you're good to go. I think they lie. They go, well, yeah, you forgot. Licensing. How much is that? I get that. I saw one and I go, maybe, I wonder. They said, well, we're going to auction this off or bid it. Did you know that can happen? And do you want it? No. Not when you go, that's what it takes to maintain it. Solar. Just do solar. It's not that hard. Who? I mean, seriously. It's fuel. Okay, it's fuel. And when you look at the price of fuel, I went and fueled. I could probably go do some stuff. Or I could go with a guy and go, you know, I used to do this job. And then, are they that way with it? Why? No? All right. Never mind. I'm stuck on this Blue Cookie Monster sweet rolled ice cream waffle cone. It's the best thing ever. It looks so good. What is that made of? They really have it. Cookie Monster would say cookie. But you gotta get rid of that, yeah. I want to put all that. I know you guys are about let's drape it. Do you taste this stuff you guys drape? Yeah, I get the whipped cream. It makes it look kind of cool. He's right there, Cookie. Oh, he's so cute. Alright, Foodie Fetish, go follow them on. See, they don't know. I'm talking about them. But am I? Yes, 100%. Like this person. Why are you named Chris Canaria 5? Chris Canaria 5. Why the 5? Why are you there? I follow. Chris Canaria 5. Why? And who does it for you? I have a... She has a website? No, I want to click on it. I have an opinion. What is Chris Canaria 5? Do you mean Chris Canarias? I'm telling you, you're going to want to follow. She's on YouTube? No, she's not. Is she? It's not working. You got to check your links. Now, see, I can have her on the show. I can. If they would answer the stupid, right? Chris Canaria. And I'm not going to lie. I don't think I subscribed to Chris Canaria. But it came up on my Facebook. Which evidently I am. Who knew? I am following now. But it just pops up like that. She's in this thing. You go, oh, you're right. They were super. And she posts this thing where she goes, I used to look like this. Now I look like this. I go, but are you with a bunch of other people that make a lot of money? Because I have a theory about that. It's usually the hookup, right? It's like guys taking advantage of the women. You can almost tell. Right? You can almost tell. I'm seeing you guys. I'm watching. You cannot take advantage of the women. Is that how they make money? They give it to them and then some? I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you're going to want to follow Chris Canaria 5. Because Chris Canaria 5... How did she get that? I don't even. I have a theory. How do I get this body to match that? Alright, that's all I'm going to say. Let's see... I think I could talk a lot. I'd be boring as well, huh? Do I have to put people from... See, they don't want that. They're very private. Very private. Let's see what else. I guess that's it. I guess that's it. Oh, smart. Very smart. Alright. Well, what are you gonna do? Twitch is where it's at. If I were to throw you, I'd throw you to... Oh, they're cute. Pizza Princess G. Because Pizza Princess, awesome. She's really smart. I don't know what she's doing right now, but she's awesome. And just awesome, that's all I'm going to say. And I think you guys would like her, Pizza Princess G. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. She does this thing, and I go, ooh. But she's on the East Coast. I go, oh, about that. So, about that. Whatever it's from, I don't know. Because some of the stuff you guys do, I go, you're going to get trouble. There, and there. And there you go. If somebody reports you. Oh, man. So there's almost like, and I know it's a thing, where you go, oh, that makes sense. If I do that, and I do that, and I do that, then that. Yeah. And that, and then that. And then you're good to go. Because some stuff you show on camera, you go, oh, man. And what is it with you people like, don't show me on camera. I wasn't here. It happens on the news all the time. I know, when they blur out the face, there's a reason. They don't have permission. Children, too. I know. Who ruins it? All right. Let's see what else. There's got to be a way. I know there's a way. All right, whatever. Okay, make it a great day. Whatever you do, remember life is for living. Live well. Bye, everyone.